Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dome. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense will get the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
The Bears are in the hurry-up. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this quarterback's already taken a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a better play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Hart. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Get set.
Looking to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They'll go to the ground. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Right back to the well. Across the 25, he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them. Pressure them, pressure them.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bears are moving quickly down the field.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He's going to bring it out from deep. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. Push down for the tackle.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Absolutely perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And then, Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Diggs. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, no! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he hauls it in and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Quick completion to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Yeah,
and that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Oh, he dropped it! Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it up to 30. Touchdown Seminoles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 14-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Northwestern has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Dalton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Here on third down for this offense. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Dalton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Between the uprights, it's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Quarterback extends the play. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They march 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Wants to throw on second down. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bears want to pick up the tempo. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They roll ready. Kick 3 tonight. And the try is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Diggs. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a really pleasant film session.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Grabbed over the middle, it's Diggs. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. Touch pass on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, Because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Coming after it. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, no! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bears will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll run behind the big guys on the right.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Skips away from pressure. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They make the stop, and not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Noles will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown Seminoles! And the beatdown has ensued. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an all.
Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Jamison. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job.
And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty